to work at. Look at that. I always feel like they do something different each time I come in here. So, as you all trickle in, um, make sure everything is as it should be. Doo -doo -doo. Okay. Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's been a minute, I know. The last time you all saw me, I was traveling. And now I'm back doing my thing again. But you all are still in the void, okay? That's why you are looking at this corner, okay? You are in the void, okay? But neither here nor there. I actually haven't been going live for a minute just because it seems like there's a lot of like political stuff going on, and I think people are burnt out on that. People don't want to see those because those videos tend to do less views on my channel. At least I know some other people it does well. For me, I guess some people just don't want to see that. So I have been kind of like trying to stay away from it, but I guess now I'm just gonna be like do whatever I want to do. I kind of strayed away from it just because I felt like the amount of effort I was doing, putting into the videos, it wasn't enough people watching it. But now that I'm going very low maintenance with this, instead of trying to do some like high production value, I may go back into doing those again, just because that's something I want to do a reading on. But the other reason why I've been kind of quiet is just because, outside of traveling and everything, there has been like not so much stuff happening in the world of pop news, at least anything I have really been interested in. So I really just kind of been looking for recommendations. But today I did have at least three topics I wanted to really kind of go over. I really wanted to look at what's going on over at Roc Nation. I'm saying Roc Nation in all. Hi, Stan. I'm saying Roc Nation overall just because if you haven't heard, Jay-Z has recently partnered with Target despite, the people of his community saying that we're boycotting Target, and here you go releasing some kind of limited edition album. On top of the whole Clay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion breakup, what's all been going on with that? On top of like, it seems like Rihanna's Fenty empire, her brand seems to kind of like be going down some. It seems like there it's kind of going through a sales situation right now. So that was the one thing I kind of wanted to read on in regards to the whole Roc Nation incident. But then the other thing I wanted to look at was the Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. So hold on, I'm gonna write these down because I will forget. But I wanted to also do another update on Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Just because, again, it has come to a head with them too, where they are supposedly not dating anymore. And Stefon Diggs, I think he's a free agent now. He is also supposedly dating Playboy Cardi's ex or something like that, or some little Instagram thought that he was messing around with. I don't know. I don't know this lady. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know this lady, but that's another thing that I kind of wanted to read up on. I've already done a reading on Cardi B and her fallout with Lotto. I do hear that they're supposed to be going to the Essence Festival, and if I'm not mistaken, Essence Fest is like the first or second week of July. So people are really wondering, hey, are these two going to make up before then or not? Especially since Lotto has apparently thrown shots at Cardi B for calling her a P word. So, yikes. And then I also wanted to do a reading on Taylor Swift and how she is feeling amongst, her pre-wedding jitters, and now that her ex, what is his name? Sugar, sugar, sugar. um it's not Matt Healy, the one before Matt Healy. He is now dating someone, and he seems like very happy and vibrant. And so I want to see what's the reading on that as well. So yes, I am taking requests as well. If there is questions you want to ask, kind of like at the end, if there are some other celebrity readings you want to add. But those are the ones I kind of wanted to do today. But I'm okay with going off topic. I really just need to kind of get back into the habit of recording my readings, because I just haven't been doing it just because things are quiet or shying away from certain topics. But again, now that I'm going real low budget, I'm just going, as you can see, just pop up, and I'm just going to do what it do. Um, so yeah. I'm sorry. I started writing some of these and then I forgot. So, first things first, I guess we can kind of just start off top of the hour with, because I know I purposely avoided a reading on this just because I get tired of reading on Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm going to see what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion, especially since this latest rollout. I believe it was Page Six or Daily Mail, one of these big ones. Don't quote me on that. Again, all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. I do try to differentiate when it's something that we know that has been published out there in the public versus when it's my opinion or something I'm getting from the cards. But again, all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. But I'm pretty sure it was some big news, or I should say gossip, article that spoke out, giving Klay Thompson's side of what was going on in the relationship. And so I think now I'm going to read, now that we kind of have both sides, and see what's going on, because I do find it quite interesting that one of the things that the biggest portion from the article that stuck out to me was that Klay Thompson was complaining that she is still in this very like paranoid state from the whole Tory Lanez incident. So I really want to see um where her mind is there. I wonder if you all heard me, because it seemed like my ringer was down, but I'm pretty sure I had my audio up. So yeah, I do want to read. Ah, the cards pop back in my lap. So I do want to read on Klay Thompson's and Megan Thee Stallion right now. So let's see what's going on with that. Again, all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. Oh, look at that. So I do have the star here. I feel like I should probably turn on one of my lights. 1 second. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, I need to turn on this light. Let's see how this does, so you all can get some ambiance in here. Okay. All right. That should look. The two cards I have here are the Star. Yes, that lighting looks much better. I have the Star here coming up in reverse, so there is no fond feelings there. I don't think we're surprised at all by that. I think I think there's also something here maybe about her hating dating in the spotlight as well. Like maybe it's made it harder for her to kind of like date and do what she wants in a relationship, or find what she is really looking for when it comes to a relationship. And this is in regards to Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson following the breakup. And then I also have the Empress here coming up in reverse. I Baby girl definitely feels like she's in a state of like burnout to me. I want to see something else here. Yeah, she's still hunted by things in the past, things that were going on. Um, and she also has the Ten of Swords here. There looks like there is a, how can I say that, a bittersweet ending to this. Like it was something she knew was coming. She knew eventually it was going to happen. I think she was probably kind of like holding her breath for it to end. And now that it has, she feels like she can move on. And then I see here with the Three of Cups, I do wonder if she's going to start trying to lean in and build or rebuild some of the friendships and community that she has here. Because with the Three of Cups coming up in the upright, especially in this deck, to me, it kind of means more of like a sisterhood or community. So I wonder if that's kind of like her headspace right now, and I think that's a good headspace to be in. However, I don't think she's focused on her career, which is, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's like focused right now. She seems very much all over the place to me. Let's see what Clay Thompson energy is here in regards to Megan Thee Stallion and his breakup. Let's see what energy I'm getting here for Clay Thompson. I also got two cards for him as well. The Nine of Pentacles, he's looking to gain some kind of like profit, notoriety, stardom, what's the other word I can say? Some kind of resource or something from this. He is moving off from this, and I think he is leaving this relationship on a lighter note than Meg Thee Stallion is. And then we also do have the moon here for the emotions. I think maybe it's some mommy issues as well. I have to remember the moon all represents like the feminine energy as well. So sometimes this could be like maybe mommy issues, but I'm thinking this is more so of like cloaking emotions, or like um cloaking or like hiding your motivations. Yes, that's the word. Um, the other cards I'm getting under here for him, the Hermit did want to pop out a lot for Clay Thompson as I was shuffling the deck here. So I'm not surprised this is coming up. I wonder why both of them are kind of going into this like recluse energy after this relationship. Like this seems like this has done a number on both of them, funny enough. And then I do also have the Five of Swords. This is a headache. It is costing my mental energy. This is a mental drain, a mental strength on me right now. And then I also have the Six of Pentacles for him. Whatever this is financially, whether it's like power, is money, is networking or something, he is coming out in, what do they call it, in the black, when it comes to after leaving this relationship with Megan Thee Stallion. Things are looking up for him. Resource wise, monetary wise. Something is looking up for him. Let's see what's going on with the energy between these two. The reason why I'm laughing because I see this Ace of Wands want to pop out so bad. And I'm not surprised it's one of the cards. At least for them. Oh, look at that. King of Swords. I feel like that really could apply to either one of them. I know Meg the Stallion is Aquarius, so maybe sometimes she can kind of come off like aloof or cold hearted or very like brash or whatever the case may be. But that could probably also be Clay's energy right now too. Okay, what is this one? Oh, look, the High Priestess, moving our intuition. Um, Again, something about some like going in and trying to find oneself. Maybe it is like healing of some sort. I feel like that's something that's going on here between these two. They are taking some time to kind of like figure out exactly how they want to move and what they want to do and or who they want to do following this whole closure of the relationship. I do wonder if okay, like why is the animosity here? Like what's because some people have said it was cheating, some people have said it was just him thinking she was too ghetto. Like what was it? What is this animosity here? Yeah, I just feel like it's okay. Two things here I want to know. I have the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords here. Okay, so you can see those. To me, this makes me feel like, okay, what did you get to know? Usually, when I see the Page of Swords, it's like you have the literal light bulb has gone off in your head. Something has clicked. You have become aware or you have acknowledged something that you maybe had like started percolating in your mind and now you're starting to put the lines and stuff together and you were like it's time to move on, it's time to call it quits. And then I also see the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why financially this, why this would come up, but this is something that is sticking out and I've been getting that a lot for Clay Thompson. So I don't know if he saw this as an opportunity, a marketing opportunity or something, but yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure nobody would be surprised by that either because from the groanings and grumblings that's been going on online, there's a speculation a lot of people have had about Klay Thompson that he got with Megan to build some kind of like social capital and to expand his stardom because some people uh, and I am one of them. I can honestly say this. I have known and know more about Megan the Stallion. To me, she has more star power than Klay Thompson. Like I didn't know anything about this man until Meg started dating him. So I'm not surprised by that. Now, moving on from the Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson breakup and issue, what was going on there. I am going to move into the Rihanna Fenty Empire. I did do a reading sometime back, exploring kind of like what's been going on in the beauty industry when it comes to black and brown or people of color makeup artists or black and brown makeup lines, talking about the Huda Beauties, the Fenties, the Rare Beauty, the Juvia's Place. What's that one that the lady, the company bought it from underneath her and she recently died, I think earlier this year, late last year. I kind of went into a reading about that, especially with a lot of them kind of like getting pulled out of Target. But that is something you can see through Buy Me a Coffee. It is behind a paywall, just because I didn't think it was something that would do a lot of traction here, but you can see it over on Buy Me a Coffee, which you can see down. It's a link in the description. um And I do think for me, one of the things that I was kind of getting, I do think that there's some kind of like shakeup or something that's going on within the Fenty company, at least under the beauty marker. I don't know if it's something with Rihanna. Maybe she's tired of it. Maybe she feels like this is a what they call it, over saturated market or something now. But I do kind of feel like there was something I was getting along the lines during that reading. But you can see the full reading again on Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description. But I want to see what's going on with Rihanna and Fenty. See, there's something going on, some kind of shakeups. To me, it feels like sabotage, corporate espionage kind of energy. I don't know what's going on with Rihanna and Fenty. Um, I think there's something definitely going on up underneath the table, behind the company doors that's going on here. Yep, King of Pentacles. Somebody is trying to purchase it or buy it from underneath her. I don't know who this person is, but they are somebody who's very much about building wealth for them, their family, their legacy. And they probably kind of like used her to like catapult it. Or was she kind of like a test run for something? I don't know. Maybe one of the investors used her as a test run to kind of like get things started. I'm not surprised by that. Is, you know, that's part of the marketing game, marketing strategy. People test it here and there, and then they'll take what they learn from one company and they'll use it at another. Okay, a few other things that popped out here. See, yeah, we're not really working together. I'm just letting you think that this is something that's going on. We're not really working towards the same goal. We're working here. It kind of feels like a company where it's like, yeah, I come in, I clock in, I clock out, and you know, it's not really camaraderie. We're not here to be friends. I'm not here to like you. I'm here to punch in, punch out, and go home kind of energy. Something swiftly changing with Fenty. Judgment. Why would that be coming up in reverse with Rihanna? It's like she kind of has her eye off the ball at this point. Or is she trying to kind of like get something that's a heavy lift off her shoulders? I wouldn't think it's that heavy of a lift since she's like not in the, it's not like she's in the lab coming up with the stuff all the time. She's just kind of like the spokesperson, the face of Fenty. And then we also have the Seven of Cups coming up in reverse. What do I want to do now? What's happening here now? Are they trying to drive the price down so somebody can get in underfoot here? It feels like there's some magical shuffle happening there with that, but I don't know. Oh, what was this? Oh, Hermit as well wanted to come out. So just want to know that. Oh, you know what the underlying energy is? Ten of Wands. It's time to move on. I wonder if is she gonna rebrand it? Is she about to change it? Okay. Now let's see in regards to Jay-Z and the Nicki Minaj situation. So I know I said I wanted to do this reading in regards to him doing his album sales at Target, but I do wonder how he is feeling about Nicki Minaj's recent interview she's done. I think it was some Christian content creator here on YouTube, where she was kind of trying to, you know, according to Impressive, she was kind of like responding to everything that people have been saying about her and her family without, you know, spazzing out and going off on Twitter or putting it in a song right now. So I do wonder where Jay-Z is feeling and standing on things there in regards to, you know, Nicki Minaj's response. I think this is not the response he wanted. I think he wanted her to react in a different way with this Knight of Swords coming up here in reverse. Okay. The Lovers coming up in reverse. Disconnection of what? King of Cups. Disconnection of from emotions? What is this? Okay, so previously, if you ever seen my readings on the Nicki Jay-Z situation, I feel like I just did a recent one, but recent to me is relative. Anyways, I feel like I had something, I stated something before along the lines of like, because I believe I did a short reading when, following Jay Z's freestyle during the Roots picnic, I believe it was, where it just kind of seems like to me he has been waiting for her or wanting her to respond in her typical manner where she just looks crazy. And I think her responding and the way she has, and who she has done it with is not what he was banking on. I would say it's probably the best way I could put it. Again, this is all electron purposes only. I think he kind of wanted her to respond either, you know, in music, or again spazzing out on Twitter or something, or in a very public manner where people could be like, okay, so this doesn't seem like the person she portrays herself to be online, or who you even think that she is. And she's not spazzing out. She's not jumping up and down and loud and crazy all over the place. She seems like somebody who's very sane. And that may be the reason why Nicki Dunn has responded the way she has, very intentional in the way that she responded, and making it seem like, oh, I'm down to earth and I'm just somebody who is very holier than thou. And why she even chose to do the interview with who she chose to do it with. I think it was something very intentional in the manner in which she responded. But I think it's not what he was banking on. I think he was expecting her to probably go on something like a Tucker Carlson, or a I don't know, somebody else of equal or lesser like and appreciation, that people can kind of just point at her and be like, okay, this girl is really, really off her rocker. Like, we thought she was off her rocker, or we knew she was off her rocker with the whole siding with Trump thing, but now she's even more so off her rocker. Um, but this is kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say rebranded, because I don't think this is helping rebrand Nicki at all. I think this is very much still on brand for her. Me personally. Okay. Now, what is his feelings in regards to kind of like the rumblings? The rumbling and grumblings is going on online about him selling his album at Target. It's not his new album. It's his like his first album he came out with. I think it's like the 30th anniversary or something of it. He really feels above it. He still feels above all of this. Like, he doesn't feel bothered at all. He's like, I'm a stick and move. I'm a stick and move. Like, this is not bothering me, y'all. Y'all do this chatter and stuff about me all the time, and it has yet to bring me down. It hasn't worked. It hasn't stopped my bag. It doesn't deter anything. If anything, it helps me get richer. It puts me in certain rooms. I think he's just unbothered. It's like, y'all still going I kind of get the very cocky feeling of kind of like, or some people would probably say out of touch feeling. It just, to me, it just kind of comes through of like, y'all still gonna buy the albums. Y'all still, this still is keeping me in y'all mouth. Y'all still gonna talk about me. Um, but I'm still cemented in hip hop core, legend, myth, whatever you want to call it. I'm still cemented as a GOAT, no matter which way you want to do it, because you know some of your favorite and bigger rappers aren't doing it like me. Um, it's a very like cocky feeling I'm getting about him. So I don't think this online chatter is stopping anything at all when it comes to Jay-Z. I think he's just kind of like, y'all let the masses speak. I'm still gonna come up. I'm still gonna ignore you. It's not stopping. At the end of the day, you're not stopping anything. I think he is just so far removed from it. He's like, and maybe and you know what? No, I'm not gonna say I am, because I definitely think this isn't gonna stop Jay-Z from making money. I don't think this is gonna stop people from removing him off their Mount Rushmore of hip hop. I think people are very much gonna excuse some of the behavior that he's doing. Yes, online you may see a lot of like people grumbling and making gripes about the moves and stuff that he's making, but in real life people are doing something very different. Online and real life are not a thing. It doesn't translate, it doesn't correlate to one another. The underlying energy here is a magician coming up in reverse. I do wonder if he's going to get stuck in some stuff here, or is people going to start seeing him maybe start seeing a different side of him. I don't know. I feel like, how can I say this? Even though humans have a short memory, and again, online, nothing, people move on very fast, but the internet has a long memory. Nothing ever truly goes away. So I wonder if there is going to be an issue down the road, because a lot of the commentary and the pushback people have about Jay-Z and his character and how he moves and how he plays like he's for the black community when he's really for self. If this is eventually just going to build up and it's going to lead to something that he can't work his way out of. I do feel like there's something that's coming up. Look, the tower. Well, I did these out of order. I'm sorry. I had the Five of Wands, and then it was supposed to be in the Tower. So there is some like conflict, some inner turmoil or something going on. And I don't mean inner turmoil in regards to like within Jay-Z, but I think within, those hip hop fans, those Jay-Z stands, those who are no longer invested in like the music industry and what they're doing, or online versus real life, or offline discourse here, kind of like how that's carrying over. And like I said before, I did get the tower, so I do think eventually there's going to be some kind of build up where a lot of this, like, okay, it don't seem like in the moment a lot of this is like building up or chipping, or a lot of this doesn't seem like it's a big deal right now. Like, you'll hear numbers and stuff like, okay, people, you know, 100,000 something people over here is saying that Jay-Z ain't he not real and he's always for sale. Meanwhile, he done sold 100,000 copies at Target. But I think what is kind of hiding is that this is like chipping away at his status, his relatability, his um credibility, I guess you can kind of say too, his trustworthiness amongst people of a particular group. I'll say it that way. Like, we don't see it, but it's chipping away very slowly at him, kind of like, water in the Grand Canyon. Anyone? Slowly but surely. Okay. Now to move on to the couple section. Back into the couples, okay? Let's get into the couple drama. We are going to be looking at Taylor Swift and how she is feeling about her ex. moving on in her pre-wedding plans and what's going on with that. Because I think I also heard, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, was there apparently something where like Selena was apparently throwing shade at her too? I thought her and Selena was best friends. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but yeah, I've seen that as well. I heard about that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got a taste for a donut. And it's a very specific place. It's a local place here. It's not y'all Krispy Kremes or y'all little Timmy's. It's not that. It's a very local place that I want to go to. And I got a taste for the donuts. But I'm going to focus. Let's see what's going on with Taylor Swift and her ex and her wedding jitters. Let's focus on the wedding first. Okay. She is very fed up and tired about something. Wedding plans will do that to you. It'll turn you to a bridezilla real quick with this 9 of Wands coming up here. Oh, Ace of Wands. Is there some kind of disagreement coming up here with the wedding? Because I do also have the Ace of Wands. I mean, the Ace of Swords coming up here in reverse as well. And the 9 of Wands, some kind of mental block. I'm tired of like circling around to the same thing. What's going on here with this wedding? Is it the struggle of trying to keep it secretive as possible? Okay, so funny enough, this 5 of Pentacles comes up in reverse. I don't think it's money concerns necessarily that is coming up here. I think what she is worried about is the amount of like how much she has to put aside or spend for security reasons. Which makes sense because it's Taylor Swift. Like she's supposed to be one of the biggest celebrities in the world. It feels like there's a concern here about like how much I'm having to put aside for security or planting fake stories or throwing people off the scent. Like I feel like that's something that's coming up here. I'm also getting the High Priestess. What is she not trusting her intuition about? What is she not tapping in about? It feels like she's ignoring something here. Ooh, death and rebirth. Shedding, changing something here. What's happening? What's happening here? What is the underlying energy? Okay. The 4 of Cups. I think it's something that's being brought to her attention and she's not wanting to look at it. Again, that's going into that High Priestess energy I'm getting here. What signs is she ignoring? Or is she getting very like superstitious? It could be wedding jitters, but 2 of Wands, is she trying to have a destination wedding? Knight of Pentacles. Now here where we're coming up with the cost, the amount I have to spend on stuff. Wait, what is going on with this wedding? Hold on. She's going to make me pull out my oracles. I need some clarity. I need some clarity. Amanda, please. Okay, let's see what I'm going to get here. Oh, that flew right on top. Rest. 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 I highly doubt this is just a lack of sleep. Is she that hyper focused? Is she that jittery? Is her mind going a million miles a second? She can't rest? I doubt it's that simple. See, something again about planning. Planning, destination, the Two of Wands here in the planning card. What is going on with that? It's just, is it just wedding plans? And that's keeping her where she's like, she's so busy and focused on that, she can't rest and she's looking at everything else that's going on. Oh, wait, is it something about the bridesmaids? Because I have the friends here. Is it something about like the bridesmaids and the what do they call it, the best mans, the groomsmen? Okay, stupid question. I wonder, is it somebody in, I was about to call this man Clay Thompson, and that's not his name. Kelsey's camp, like in his friend group, and somebody in Taylor Swift's friend group that don't get along. Or is it like, is it a family issue that's coming up? Is it the camps kind of arguing on how they want their wedding to be, and they're trying to make it very much them, but again, their public camps, their public personas, the people who market them and take care of them, their handlers, whatever you want to call them, their brands are kind of getting in the way of the planning process and causing a disruption. I think that's what it is. I think that's what I'm more so getting to. Oh, okay. I think I know what this is getting to because I have the advisor here. I'm wondering, are they running into wedding planning issues because of Taylor's team? I don't know how else to say it. Because of Taylor's team. Maybe it's not so much the bridesmaids picking out and stuff. I think it's more so the team is getting involved because they're, instead of this being like, hi, this is me, Taylor, getting married, the human being, the person, they're thinking of it as, no, this is Taylor Swift, the brand, the stage name, the persona that is getting married, and we have to make sure that is carried through properly. And I wonder if that's what's bringing up a rift or a tiff in this whole wedding planning. I think that's what I'm getting at here. I think that's what's, yes, I think that's more so what it is. Look, that manipulation coming up. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what is this is coming up? Because I was like, it can't be the bridesmaids. Because it feels a little bigger than that. Okay. Now, on top of her getting married, apparently the ex she thought that she was going to go all the way with before is now in a relationship. Let's see how Taylor is feeling about that. I would think she wouldn't be having the opportunity to even think about that with, your wedding and your team trying to be involved in your wedding plans. But, maybe she got time. I think she's hoping it crashes and burns, that it doesn't last long. Because I feel like she thinks it's going to be a bigger reflection on her. Queen of Pentacles here as well. It's going to be a reflection upon me if it works out. Three of Cups coming up in reverse as well. I'm not liking that. Okay, any clarifying cards I can get here? Oh, let's see here. Temperance. Temperance. Okay, balancing act about what? What is the balancing act that's coming up here? The balancing act. What is balancing? What needs to be balanced? Okay, let me get this deck and see if I get more clarity. You know, you gotta come through with them good old oracle decks sometimes. I feel like a card flipped over. Wait, where is it? Okay, maybe I was tripping. What is this one? Balancing relationship. Why would that come up? I don't know enough about Taylor Swift and her. I believe was he a music producer? I don't know much about their relationship between those two, but something about balancing the relationship. Um, was it mostly all work, no play? Was their relationship a PR thing, and she's wondering like this current relationship that you in can't work out because it's gonna reflect poorly on me or something I said, like it's gonna make it age poorly. I don't get it. Okay, can I get some more clarity, please? Okay, so I'm getting something about messaging, gossip, communication, something along those lines. She is worried. Worries do come up. And then I also have something about passion. Hmm. Oh, okay. So what I'm getting from this is something very petty. But what else do I expect when I come to a Taylor Swift reading? I'm always getting something that kind of feels childish. I think there's a concern here already about like how people are going to talk about the chemistry, the passion, the desire, how him and his new girlfriend looks compared to how she and maybe like Travis Kelsey's chemistry and stuff is versus how their chemistry was together when they were dating. And I'm talking about Taylor Swift and the ex before the Matt Healy Races guy. Okay. I forget that guy's name. I think he was a music producer. I'm not sure. But I think there's a concern there about people. There's a concern on her part and kind of like how people are going to compare, her ex's relationship with this new girl, her current relationship with Kelsey, and then how their relationship was when the two of them were together. I think that's what's coming up here. And I also feel like there's something here. I don't know what was kind of going on in that relationship. I'm not a Taylor Swift stan. I can't even remember the guy's name. But I wonder if there was something here along the lines of like, where was she working a lot when him and her were dating, or was he working a lot, and it kind of caused a rift in their relationship because it was like, okay, you're so focused on, building your career and your relationship that I'm kind of like taking the back burner here, a back seat, and I don't feel like I'm a priority or I'm important enough in this relationship. Like you're not paying enough attention to me, and I'm wondering if there's something else that's coming up here that's a concern of hers. I think I don't think she's really like watching how this relationship is going. I think she is, you know, fortunately or unfortunately hearing about his new relationship that he has started. But I think there is a thing here, a concern, an inkling in the back of her head here of kind of just like, oh, this is gonna suck. How people are just gonna draw comparisons, and how something I said maybe in the relationship is gonna age like milk because of who he is dating currently. And I'm gonna be made to look stupid or not know what I'm talking about, or that I was childish, or it's just gonna make me look wrong, and I don't want to be wrong. I gotta be right. Um, I think that's something that's coming up here. That I can't blame her for. Sometimes you do have to be right over your eggs. I'm sorry. I can't let you have that. I have to be right, okay? Okay. And lastly, let's get into this mess with Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, okay? Um a few weeks ago they was arguing. They were back together. They wasn't together. He's showing up at a concert. They breaking up again. He apparently dating Playboy Cardi's thing. Um, his one timer or whatever the case may be. And now she's talking about she's outside again, and Stefon is apparently dropping digs against her on his Finsta account. Child, it's a whole another thing that I'm not following, and I'm not getting into all of that because I just don't have the time to keep up with all of it. I've just been getting like the clips and stuff. Thank you, Tisa Tales. She's been kind of like keeping me updated on that because there's no way. Um, but I want to see what's going on now with Stefon and Cardi B. I think it's been some time since I did a reading on them. I think I mostly done reading on them separately. So I'm going to tap back into this and see what I'm going to get. Because, this girl that he's currently with, I think you're in danger, Molly. Why does kind of look like Cardi B? Can you see that? Why that kind of look like her? But let me see here. What is Stefon? Ooh. He feels like she's a manipulator. I think that's very rich coming from him. She's a manipulator. Are you also not a manipulator? Or is it more so you just feel like you catch her a lot in her bullshit? I don't know. Let's see what else I'm going to have to get here. I have something else here. You're underhanded. It's not underhanded is not what I'm getting here. The word I'm trying to think of it is omission. Yes, like you're lying by omission. Again, I think this is rich coming from Stefon Diggs. What I have seen of him in the blogs and the court filings and stuff against him, I think this is some rich coming from him, because how are you talking stuff about her? At this point, you two are two sides of the same coin. How are you thinking she's manipulating? She's lying by omission. She's underhanded. She's sneaky when you're out doing the same thing. Like, what? He also has the Queen of Wands here. I don't think this is a stretch in regards to kind of like, especially how Cardi B was talking, like how them two was getting down, and hello, she done had a baby and everything. Like, I think there definitely was a burning passion and stuff there, but again, I think it's rich that he sees her in this kind of light. And then the Ten of Swords. It's time to move on. It's the brutal ending that, or closure that happened with this relationship. I think this is so rich coming from him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, so much that wanted to fall off for Cardi B. I just need. Okay, the first card is the Six of Cups here. So this could be in reference to their child they have together or things from the past that keep coming up here because it is coming up in the upright. So I wonder if there's something here with like maybe it's past connections, or I'm just going to keep those fond memories that we used to have and I'm going to move on. Oh, Ace of Wands. I think she is over and done with this Ace of Wands coming up in reverse. Yeah, and then she has the Ten of Wands too. She's so over it. It feels like she's so divested from this right now. She's so ready to move on. At least right now. Who knows? Next week she could be right back. But right now, it feels like she's so divested from this relationship and don't care. And she's out the door. Fool. Both of y'all, again, to me, two sides of the same coin. Both of y'all went into this thinking, oh, I'm gonna play the other. I'm just in this for the enjoyment. I'm not gonna get my feelings involved. And I will say, I think a bit of it was they didn't get their feelings involved, and but now it's like it's so much involved in this relationship now. It's kind of foolish that you think it was just gonna be that easy to like move on, or there wasn't gonna be any repercussions. Like y'all have been dating long enough, y'all have a kid together. There's some investment here now at this point. Um and you all are trying to like act like it's not that at all and sweep it under the rug. I do also see this King of Wands is wanting to peek out. I'm not surprised by that. Yes, we know Stefon Diggs is a very romantic man. I would say if he was a goddess of any kind, he should be worshiping Aphrodite. He would be Aphrodite for sure. um, let's see. Okay, my other two cards here, right? Two? Yep. Why are you thinking you controlling anything around here? You're not controlling anything. I don't know. A part of me wants. Okay, you see it's the Emperor. A part of me wants to automatically say, "Oh, Stefon was trying to like have his cake and eat it too." But I feel like this is more so Cardi. Like, why did you think he was gonna control this situation? She is an Aries. Is it an Aries moon? I think it is. That's why she's so explosive with her attitudes. Something makes me feel like you came in here trying to control some stuff and you're not. I also find it funny that the energies between these three are major arcanas. Okay, so it's the moon, the Emperor, and the Fool all coming up in reverse. I just want to point that out. Again, as I stated, we do also have the moon coming up in reverse. This is like some things shall remain hidden, some things we won't speak about, some things we need to move on. Again, this could be divesting from something emotionally. And I want to get tripped up in those things again, just ready to move on. It could also sometimes speak to mother wounds, but this is something that we will never speak of again. It's over and done. And I do find it funny that both of them have these cards where they're kind of like moving on, like I'm done, brutal ending. Like let's separate, go to our own corners, our relative corners here. Ace of Pentacles. Why would this be the underlying energy here? Maybe it's something for her where she's using this experience and she's going to make money on it. It was an experience from it that she can benefit from. Stefon Diggs, right now for him, for me, it's kind of hard to have this the Ace of Discs could deal with him because he's, a free agent right now. Who knows if he's going to be signed again? He is caught up in a lot of legal matters. He has, so much child support stuff that he's probably going to have to catch up on because he has been knocking up women left and right. He's trying to catch up with Nick Cannon here. So I don't know how that would pertain to him, but that is something that's coming up. I do also get the King of Pentacles. Again, I do not think this is in regards to Stefon Diggs. I'm finding it so hard to believe unless this man is getting signed again. Because, yeah. And then the Two of Cups is in regards to them, their feelings, their emotions towards one another. They're done. At least right now, it feels very much like we're over and done. I don't want to rehash this again. I don't want to get back into it. We're not going to get back into this cycle. Move on. Let it go. I do think this is, if it's not a permanent break between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, again, all alleged for entertainment purposes only, I do feel like this is going to be a very long break between the two. Because it really feels like they're kind of just really done with one another. Like, and don't get me wrong, we could very much see things again where maybe it looks like the two are still sleeping around. They could be still sleeping around and stuff in the future. But I think it's just kind of like, okay, I'm here for the sex. I'm not here to, you know, be in love, make love, or anything like that. It's just here because the sex is good. We've been with each other. I have a kid with you, or we have a kid together, and I'm moving on. Sometimes people have toxic relationships like that, and they're two grown individuals. So let them do what they do. As long as they being self and ain't hurt, being safe and not hurting nobody, have at it. I guess that's them. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't think there's anything else I have on this that needs to be added. I'm just shuffling to see what else needs to come out here or wants to come out. Okay. Yeah. I can see them very much. They will be hooking up again, but I don't think they're going to be in a relationship again. Yeah, commitment. This is nothing serious. This is nothing we going to stick to or anything like that. This is just things of the flesh. My flesh is weak. My flesh is weak. I don't think it's, yeah, I could see us hearing about them sleeping or sneaking around again, but I don't think they're going to be back together. I don't think they can see themselves putting their feelings into this at all. So yeah, that is my reading for the night. I'm sorry, their toxicity. It's too much. I can't. This is why I don't deal with relationships now. It's too much. Just trying to care for somebody else's feelings. Oh, it's too much. Anyways, let me know what you all thought about this reading. If you like this reading, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have a suggestion for readings for me to do in the future, please always feel free to drop them in the comment section. I can't say that I always get to every single last one of them. I can't say that I will do them, but I will respond whether or not, more than likely I will respond if it's one that I think is a good idea and I'll do a reading on, and for you to keep a lookout. So again, thank you all so much for coming in, for watching this reading. Again, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, hype this video up, all the things, all the things. And I will see you all in the next video. You have a great day or night wherever you are. And again, yeah, don't get yourself in a toxic relationship like Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I think, a little toxicity in a relationship might be okay if, when you're younger, but enough is enough at some point. It's gotta end. Yeah, that's my little 2 cents. So bye.